In times of war, there is one symbol meant to protect the powerless, the Red Cross on a white field. It represents neutrality, humanity, oversight. Under the Geneva Conventions, the International Committee of the Red Cross, known as the ICRC, has the legal right to inspect prisoners of war and detention centers. But what happens when the gates stay closed? What happens when entire camps are erased from maps, hidden from inspectors, denied even their existence? Tonight, we uncover the camps the Red Cross was never allowed to see, and the people who vanished inside them. After the devastation of World War II, the world promised, never again. The United Nations strengthened the Geneva Conventions. The Red Cross would inspect detention facilities. Prisoners had rights, governments had obligations. The ICRC was allowed to visit prisoners, speak to them privately, monitor treatment, deliver aid. But there was one weakness: access depended on permission, and some governments learned how to exploit that loophole. Before Allied forces liberated Europe, the full horror of the camps was hidden. The Nazi Party restricted information and staged model camps to mislead inspectors. At their Scienstadt, the Nazis cleaned streets, staged performances, and presented an illusion of humane treatment before outside observers arrived. Behind the facade, starvation, deportation, death. The world was shown what it was allowed to see, and millions paid the price. In the Soviet Union, another system operated in secrecy, the Gulag Network. Forced labor camps spread across frozen Siberia. The Soviet Union never granted the Red Cross full access to these labor camps. Prisoners froze, starved, worked to death in mines and forests. Officially, they were re-education facilities. Unofficially, they were death sentences in slow motion. In many conflicts, governments deny holding prisoners at all. Secret detention sites, black sites, facilities that do not officially exist. During the War on Terror, reports surfaced of undisclosed detention centers operated by intelligence agencies. The Central Intelligence Agency was accused of running secret prisons overseas. Locations were classified, access was denied, oversight was blocked. Without official acknowledgement, the Red Cross could not demand entry, because officially, there was nothing there. Few places remain as sealed off as North Korea. Defectors describe political prison camps, vast compounds surrounded by electrified fences. Satellite images show massive labor facilities, but independent access is nearly impossible. The Red Cross has no unrestricted entry into these alleged camps. What happens inside is known only through survivor testimony and silence. Under the regime of Pol Pot, Cambodia became a killing field. At Tol Sleng Genocide Museum, once known as S-21, prisoners were tortured into false confessions. Foreign observers were not allowed inside. The world only discovered the scale of brutality after the regime collapsed. By then, an estimated 1.7 million people were dead. During military dictatorships in countries like Argentina and Chile, thousands were secretly detained. They disappeared, held in hidden facilities, interrogated, never seen again. Families searched, mothers marched in public squares, but without official records, there was nothing for inspectors to inspect. The prisons were hidden, the bodies were buried in silence. Why deny access? Because oversight brings accountability. The Red Cross reports violations, documents abuse, applies diplomatic pressure. Secret camps remove witnesses. No observers, no paperwork, no evidence, and without evidence, governments can deny everything. When regimes fall, secrets spill out, mass graves are discovered, records surface, survivors testify, truth commissions form, trials begin, but for many families, justice comes too late, because when the Red Cross was denied entry, no one was watching. The Red Cross still operates in conflict zones around the world, still negotiates access, still pushes for transparency, still protects prisoners wherever it is allowed, but history shows, protection only works when doors are open. The most dangerous prisons are not the ones surrounded by walls, they are the ones hidden from the world, and the question remains, how many still exist, right now?